gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the This Mum at Home channel for another grocery haul. Today is my fortnightly shop, my main big shop, and then I always do a top-up shop in the second week. So if you want to look back on old videos and things, make sure you check out the grocery haul and meal planning playlist because I've got plenty on there for you guys to see. So if you are new and you didn't see it, last fortnight, my main shop, I went way over budget, $300 over budget, because I actually did a big bulk meat order. I just thought I'd try it, get it from the butchers, sort of see how the meat was and everything, see how many meals I could get out of everything. And that, along with a couple of sort of things that I had here already, I worked out to be 8 weeks worth of dinners for us. So that is amazing, so amazing. So today's shop is going to be a little bit different because I don't need to buy main meal stuff, apart from like vegetables, that's pretty much it. But I don't need to buy meats, sauces, all that kind of stuff. Generally, I won't need to buy that for a very long time. So my normal budget for today is usually $200. That's what it is, and then it's $50 in the second week. But because I have done that big bulk meat purchase, I'm taking $68, so I'll say $70 off that. So my budget is $130 now. So I've done that because I've just broken down that big meat order, which was $275. I've broken that down over the 8 weeks, basically, is how I've done it. So that's what I'm sort of thinking. So that's what my budget is. My estimate at the moment is $125, which is really good, but there are a few little things that I'll be taking into consideration today. If you're in Australia, you know what's going on with it, like people just buying everything, people buying all the toilet paper, rice, pasta, everything. I went into the shop during the week and I was like, oh, there are things running out, and I knew I wasn't shopping till now. So I did grab a few things and put them in, more than a few things, and put them in my stockpiling. So if you don't know about my stockpiling, I have a whole set of videos coming up, which I planned for in December, because what I do is I do a stockpiling for January school holidays. Every year I do it October, November, I sort of start, and then by January I have at least 2 to 3 weeks worth of grocery stuff, so I don't have to buy as much. That's what I try to do. Last year, however, you know, people stockpile for a number of reasons, and you know, it could be in case of natural disasters, if you're living in a flood zone or cyclones, or in our case we had the fires. You know, it would have been good for people to have some stock on hand. I call it stock, like just, you know, at least 2 weeks worth of, you know, groceries sitting there, because there were shortages and things. So there's a lot of reasons why people do it. Job loss, if you're on contract, you know, you don't know when you get your next job, things like that. So it's a good idea to do that and just be prepared in general, basically, and not let yourself run short. For us, last year, about November, December, we had some unexpected costs to do with my husband's work, and I had to dip into my stockpiling. So thank God I had it, because it just saved us, you know. So yes. What? Your umbrella? Apparently it's raining outside. She's going to be prepared, as I say. So for us, yes, thank God we had that. So I thought for this year, because I don't live in a flood zone, I don't live in a cyclone area, anything like that. Of course, the fires are always a possibility, but I'm more in town, so I just didn't think about that for us. And I definitely didn't think about, you know, what was going to happen at the end of last year for us. So for this year, my plan was, when I got to December and realized that I was dipping into all my stockpiling, I thought, right, for January, for the next January, basically, I was going to start my stockpiling from January of this year, and just do like a stockpiling challenge for 12 months right through. I designed some stockpiling sheets, a whole kit for you guys actually to use, and I actually uploaded it onto the shop, but I just haven't talked about it yet. Back in January. And then what happened was, we went on holidays, we came back. The day we came back, well, a few days after we came back, was the whole coronavirus thing coming out. So I kind of held back, thinking I was going to spend the year sort of getting bits and pieces, and I just wanted to see what was happening. Now with what's happened, I've realized, okay, I need to boost my, not do it how I was going to do it. I'm just going to boost my stockpiling because I don't have any backup right now. And even if we don't get the virus and all of that, or don't go into lockdown, I think it's really smart just to have stuff, because I've gone into the supermarket and can't get things. So unless I have things on hand, like toilet paper, I know the point is that we're not going to need it for the virus. But because people are buying it and buying it out, there's none left. There's none left in our supermarkets. So a few days ago, I did go and grab a couple of things that I saw there. They had like half a pallet left at Aldi. Last night they had none. So I was really glad that I went and got it, because we actually need toilet paper. So yeah, I've decided to go. Rice was out, pasta was out, pasta sauces, jarred things, tins of fruit, frozen vegetables, so low in Aldi, so low. I went to the other supermarkets and I got a few things from Coles, because they still had a few things left, but there was a lot of things gone, like rice especially. Rice is just gone, and we eat rice. It's a great filler for us to have, especially for the kids, because they love it, so we do have it. So today my plan is to do my normal shopping, but I will be keeping an eye out on those types of things to get and just to add to my stockpiling. And I do have videos coming up, so be sure to check that out. So my videos initially were going to be about stockpiling over a year, like trying to give you guys some tools to try to start doing that for yourselves, but now it will be about stockpiling a little bit quicker. So keep an eye out for those videos. They'll be coming up very soon, and I'll show you guys what I already have in my stockpiling. It's not a lot, but at least I've got something. So yeah, that's what's happening with today's video with my grocery shop. So my budget is, what is it, $130, but I'm estimating $125 at the moment. Is my grocery list and budget sheet. This is a printable available on the This Mum at Home blog, that links below for you guys. Now, when I write my list, I always overestimate, so I bring it up to the nearest dollar. So generally, whatever I've estimated, $125, it will usually come under that. But if I'm in the shop and I see something, because I am under my thing, I'll probably add some things in here. But I always split it, Coles, Woolworths, Aldi, on what I'm actually getting. But I have put a note down here in the notes section to look out for bread flour. I went to get flour. I went to get self-raising flour. I've put it on here. None in the supermarkets. Everyone had bought that. Everyone had bought the bread flour that I use for pizza dough. Yeast was out. Like, there was just the basics, and that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you don't think the virus is going to come or whatever, all that, the thing is that everyone keeps buying everything. So if you go to get these things and you can't, you're going to be left short. So I would suggest just getting a couple of extra things to cover you, just for, a couple of weeks at least. I did write toilet paper on here as well, so if there's a toilet paper, I will get another lot as well. But yeah, I'm going to be looking out for these types of things, stir-fry sauces, all that, just to see what the shelves are looking like, and just get a couple of extras to throw in my stockpiling, because I am under budget, so I will use that. Plus I will just, with my stockpiling, I'll generally, if I've got room in the budget, obviously I'll use that money, but I also take it out of our just weekly expenses money as well, just as a it's our money for play dates and catch-ups, haircuts, all that kind of stuff. I just take a little bit out and just use that for the stockpiling. So I am going to be keeping an eye out for that. So let's go. Let's see how I go with this. And yeah, see if there's anything left. I would like to try to film for you guys in Aldi if the supermarket's, running really low, just to show you what we've got. But I don't think I will, because I think people, there's so many people that have been doing that. They're probably quite conscious of people taking photos and things in there. So if I can sneak it on my phone, maybe I'll do it. But we'll see how we go with that.
I opened the door and I went here.
You did. You shouldn't come out here without Mummy though, should you?
No, I was a big girl.
You're not a big girl.
I was a member.
Oh.
I went here.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm glad you got your umbrella. Let's go in the car. We might have to put the umbrella down to go in the car.
Mom, hold my blanket in my this.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I am back. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. So I did not film because I was actually trying to keep Isabella close to me and trying to get through the aisles. It reminded me so much of Christmas time. If you look back on some Christmas grocery hauls, there was this time where I was like trying to keep the kids with me and trying to get down the aisles. It was just crazy. So I didn't film because it was just crazy. An update on what's out, what's not. No rice in Aldi, no frozen vegetables in Aldi. Flour? Did they have flour? Oh, they had small flowers. I got flour from that. Pasta, they still had pasta. That must have been restocked, so that was good. Toilet paper. Again, every pallet was empty apart from half a pallet, and I went past and I thought, I've got some here, which I got a couple of days ago, thinking, well, if it sells out again, I don't want to be left with no toilet paper. But I thought, I'll just get one. So I got one and popped it in the trolley, went back, and then we had to go back down that aisle again, and they were gone. So I'm glad I got the one. So that was it. But otherwise, yeah, it was crazy. It was nuts. People are stocking up, and that's the problem. Look, even if you don't think this whole thing's going to blow up or whatever, the thing is that some people do, and some people are buying everything they can and stocking up really well. So you're going to run out of stuff that you want. So you want to make sure that you go and get what you need now and just get a few extra Okay, so here is everything. Actually, quite a big shop for the fortnight, really, considering how much I spent. But I don't have meat. As you can see there's no main meal meats because obviously the big grocery haul that I already did last fortnight with the 8 weeks worth of dinners. So I haven't needed to buy any. So a lot of it's just pantry stuff today. But let's start up this end. So I have corn chips. We've already opened it up. Isabella's already snacking. So we love just plain corn chips. They're great. We will have them with dips, or we'll just have them by ourselves, just a little handful, whatever. I'll break them up, put them into little snack bags for the kids, and yeah, they're really good. So these are under $2 each for at Aldi, $1.99 I think. Popcorn, always need this. This is a 10-pack, great for school lunches, the best popcorn to buy. So buy that if you're after a nice tasting popcorn. $2.50 for that from Aldi. Canned stuff, I did get a few canned things. I got some of their spaghetti. I normally buy like Heinz from Coles, and obviously more expensive. These are only, I think they were 65 cents. Like they were pretty cheap. So I just got 4 of those. We don't eat these a lot, but I just grabbed some just for lunches with like spaghetti on toast, that type of thing. So yeah, I don't know. We might not even go through that in the fortnight, but I just grabbed them as a bit of an impulse buy, to be honest, those ones. Pineapple, I got 2 tins of that. They were about 90 cents each. This was Isabella's impulse buy. We got this in the top-up shop last week, and she loved this new flavour. So I grabbed those. She doesn't eat the whole bag at once. Obviously, we just have them and just have a few every now and then. But they're around $2.50, I think, for those. Panadol. I could not get Panadol in the supermarket last night. They were sold out. But I was in Aldi and they had Hedonol, which is, I don't know, it's like 70 cents. It's the same thing, same ingredients, everything, but so much cheaper. So I grabbed 2 of those because we just don't have any in our medicine box at the moment. Some cookies, Isabella's impulse buy yet again, $2. So I'll pop some of those in the cookie jar and sparingly let her have them. We got some, normally we get just plain sultanas, and I haven't bought any for ages, but we did see these with the yogurt, and we thought we'll grab those and give those a try. So they're about $2 at Aldi. These are like your little fruit, what do you call it? Like little fruit gummy type things. They're not as bad as lollies, but they're not fantastic. So they're not something you just want to eat and eat and eat. But I did grab them. They're cheap at Aldi. These are $2.99. You can get different shapes and flavors and things like that, but we thought we'd try those ones. I got 2 of those. Cereal, oh, I was so glad to see this again. This is like Special K, but better. It's got more fruit in it. The things are bigger. Like, it's so delicious, and it's $3. I think it's like $2.99 for it in Aldi. But to get this berry one, it's been out of stock for ages. So I saw it today and grabbed a box because I love it. And I was actually getting a different cereal, but Isabella saw Bugs Bunny on the front and asked if she could have the bunny cereal. So we grabbed that. $2.30 I think for that, and it's a huge box. I don't know if you can see, and I think Oh no, maybe just one bag in it this time. I was going to say because the cornflakes had 2 bags in it, but it's a huge box. For $2.30, it's fantastic. These are the little fruit snack cereal bars, the banana ones that, oh, Isabella's attacked already maybe, I don't know. They're about $2.50 for those. These are great just to have for her. These are the tops. They're like Ritz biscuits. I got 2 boxes this time because we've been eating a lot of these with just Vegemite and cheese on them. And they're back up again. They were down to $2 a box. Now they're $2.30, but still a great price. There's 3 sleeves in there, foil sleeves, so they stay fresh. They're really great. Pizza sauce here, I think this is around $1.69 and just as nice as the Legos, so I grabbed some more of that just to have in the cupboard. Flour, so noodles, $1 each for those, so I grabbed those. And then flour, they only had the small ones left, nearly sold out of these as well. I think it's 90 cents, so I got 2 lots of the self-raising flour. The smaller ones are probably actually better for me anyway because it means I don't have a huge amount out and open straight away, so that's not bad. I got those. I did actually get a few extra to put in my stockpiling too because, like I said, I couldn't get flour anywhere 2 nights ago, so I've grabbed that. The salsa dip, oh, this was cheap. I don't know why we haven't had this one before. Normally we buy like just the Coles one for $2, but this is like I'd have to check, but I think it was around $1.59. Like, it was really cheap. So I grabbed 2 of those. They're good for the corn chips. I use them on the enchiladas for enchilada sauce, taco sauce, all of that. So grabbed that. 2 lots of spiral pastas, and I got a couple of extra to go. These are 85 cents, and I got them to go on my stockpiling because pasta was out everywhere yesterday. So I grabbed those. Ham, around $5 for this lot. This will last us the fortnight. Great on sandwiches. We love that one. It's not slimy or anything. Love it. Rice, again, rice was actually sold out at Aldi, but they had 3 of these bags left at Coles, and that was it. Besides like this massive bag that was $20. So I grabbed this one. They did have, I like the long rice, okay, so they did have, I think, is it balsamic or something like that. They had some of that in a big bag, but I didn't want that, and I didn't want to spend $20 in rice, so I got this one, and I actually took the other 2 as well and popped them in the cupboard for my stockpiling. And we use rice a lot, so I definitely wanted some of that, so I was glad Coles actually had it. It's like $2.70 or $2.80 for that bag. Cheese, $5 for the block. We love that cheese. Cucumber, so cheap at Aldi. It's 99 cents at the moment, so I got 2. Lettuce, $1.79 I think for this one. Washed and ready to go, so that's for our usual salad bowl we always have in the fridge. Apples were down to $2.79. They had a lot of fresh fruit and veggie on sale, which is great. I got 2 lots because it was so cheap, and then my kids just eat so many apples, so we grabbed that. Laundry liquid, $1.50. I grabbed that. Sour cream, it's under $2, but I think the price actually went up. I'll have to check that. I think it's about $1.79 for it, but this is our favorite, so I grabbed that one. Yogurt, this was $6 something. I normally buy the 12 pack. I got the 18 pack because we have been going through it quite quickly, and it's got a pretty long expiry on it, so I grabbed that. So it was a much better deal to get that way anyway. Fish, this was I think $7.50 for a kilo of battered fish there. You can get crumbed as well, but I just thought I'd get that this time. Tomatoes were down to $2.50 I think it was for that punnet. Red capsicum, as always, they were actually really good too, and the price I think was only $5 or $6 a kilo, so that was actually good. Avocados were on special too, and I think they were about $2 or $2.30 for that, so I grabbed one. This one's a bit hard, but I'm just going to leave it out, and I'll have that when we have enchiladas or tacos or something like that. Strawberries, I wasn't going to get strawberries, but Isabella begged me, so I did. These were not on special. I think they were $3.29, but you know, we haven't had them for a while, so I grabbed them. Carrots are on special for 99 cents a bag, so I got 2 of those, and I will cut up and freeze because I do actually have enough in my fridge at the moment. Grapes were down to $3.50 for the white ones, seedless, so I grabbed that. They're great to have in the fridge because unlike strawberries will only last a few days in our fridge, because they get eaten and they all go bad and things, especially if they're really sort of ripe. Grapes will last all week for school, so that's perfect. So I grabbed that. And then lastly, 4 milks, which this should last us a week. I almost forgot, I left these in the car, but I have 2 dozen eggs too from Aldi, and they're $3.09 per dozen. So good for Australia, very cheap price, but otherwise I just saw someone buying a dozen eggs for 48 cents in the US. Like, I don't understand how their groceries are so cheap, but anyway, that's what we pay here. Okay, so how much did I spend? So my budget was $130. I was estimating $125. There were a few impulse buys, I'll admit, with Isabella in Aldi. So that added everything up. Actually wasn't bad. I spent $131.93. So I was only pretty much $2 over, and that was completely fine. Honestly, I bought a couple of her kids' things that she really likes. What do they call, like, kids snacks? The fruit bars and things. So that was where the money went. So that's fine though. $2 is okay. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're a VIP member, I will have a meal plan with me video coming up to go with this grocery haul, so be sure to check that out. I won't have any, I don't think I'm going to have a bulk food prepping video to do because I've already done a big one. So, and I normally do that for VIP members, so I will come up with something else to do for you guys so you still get a video. But otherwise, yeah, subscribe if you're new, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another grocery haul. But keep in touch here on the channel for other videos that pop up through the week. Okay, guys, bye.
I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.